Welcome everybody. We're gonna cast yet another Age of Empires 2 match here between Exorcist and Fa. Exorcist will be here in the blue, playing as the Byzantines on Arabia. Very interesting matchup here as we have Byzantines versus Ethiopians, as Fa will be playing as the Ethiopians here in the red. Interestingly enough, we're going to take a quick look here at the tech trees. Byzantines are defensive civilization, additional building HP, lots of discounts on camel riders, skirmishers, pikemen, halberdier, etc. Fire ship's not going to be a factor here. Faster Imperial Age with a cheaper cost. Free Town Watch. Cataphract with a unique unit. And then Greek Fire won't do anything on Arabia, but Logistica will come in nicely if that is the case for Cataphracts. Team bonus with Monk healing speed times 50% heal speed. So a little faster. And then for the Ethiopians, we have the Archer civilization as the Archer's Fire, 15% faster, receive plus 100 gold and food when advancing to the next age. A very nice bonus. Pikeman upgrade is free. Have the unique Showtell Warrior unit, infantry unit. Royal Airs makes them create almost instantly, and Torsion Engines increases the blast radius of Siege Workshop units. Team bonus, towers and outposts get +3 line of sight. So, what can we expect to see from this matchup? I would expect to see Fa here getting himself walled in fairly nicely. This is on the old Arabia patch, I believe. Maybe not. I forget exactly when I got all these uploads, but should be able to wall himself in quite nicely with this base, which works out for an Archer civilization. But at the same time, the Byzantines on this side have a fairly wallable map as well. Lots of gold on this side. One stone here should be able to secure at least some of this, and then over here it's going to be the painful bit. I'm guessing the wall should come up here and here if he's going to wall this off. Needs to secure that main gold, although Byzantines could just go full trash and that would work out just as well. Both players starting with the traditional 6 on food. And then we're getting barracks. A little early for the barracks. We're getting the lumber camps up and running as Exorcist does in fact find his final 2 sheep, I believe. Don't see any more on the map here, which is quite good for him. On the other side, I believe we've also located all of them as well, so no one's going to be missing that. As far as scouting goes, Exorcist, as you can see, just clearly gonna go out and get his boar at the moment, but he's just all the way around his base, wants to see everything he can, wants to have the best vision possible. He failed to shoot that, or shot it, and it went back right away, which is a little bit unfortunate, but he notices it right away and brings it in. Fa on the other side, his map also, he sees most of it, gonna get some house walls up here for himself. Gonna save the fail. Good job. Boar comes in. Both players bringing their boars in almost at identical times. Not too bad at all. Cannot complain about that position there. We are gonna take a quick look at Exorcist Few Lock here. That way you can kind of see what players are doing behind this. And yeah, things are looking good. Also kind of gives a nice idea of what players are doing if you are not familiar with this. See lots of moving around, lots of clicks, trying to get things done as quickly as possible. Walls coming up, shifting back and forth, manually scouting. And then for Fa on the other side, we'll do the same. As you can see, lots of movement. Just it's a nice way to view how players are actually playing the game, other than just seeing me cast the game, especially if you're new to the game and have not played it. But nonetheless, each player moves at different spaces. The faster you are, usually the better you're doing, because you're seeing more of the map at a quicker pace, which is quite nice. Oh, we've got a brave man here shooting the boar. Yeah, it was really well done. He did do that quite well. He did push an ostrich as well, so getting some very good food production. Both players looking to have very similar right now, 14 on food and 4 on wood for Fa. Exorcist 5 on wood, 12 on, or 13 on food. So very similar. We do have the barracks up for the Byzantine player already, and we're going to probably see that happen here shortly as well for Fa. Or he's just going to put some walls up. But wouldn't be too surprised to see both players get some man-at-arms up, or just get it up so they can move into other units into the feudal age. But this map over here, this is a pretty good spot for pressure. If Fa decides to come over here and really pressure, he could take away a lot of resources here. And I mean, really, wood lines are going to be quite rangeable, as the Fa is the Ethiopians, and he will be able to range all of this, pretty much all this right now. Even if this is walled, say he walls up here, unless he walls here and back or over here, it's a lot of exposed wood lines. Could become very problematic for Exorcist here. Just have to wait and see how that works up. Both players are on their way to the feudal age, with Fa clicking up slightly sooner. We do see these walls coming down quite nicely now. Nicely done, notice the hole. And both players gonna get as many walls up as quickly as they can. Try to wall off their respective maps and see what happens. I kind of like Fa's map a lot better at this point. He's gonna have decent wood lines, shouldn't be too bad for him. He does have a pretty safe stone. His main gold is pretty safe. He's got all of his golds really in the back. Even this gold may be exposed, but town center should be fine. Over here again, I don't like this. This is wide open. Very, very open for him on that side. It's also still open up here, which he has seen that. He's just not walled it yet. Nonetheless, both players very close, only 7% away from each other going up into feudal, as we have the barracks being hurried down with a house here. Would expect to see some archery ranges here for the Ethiopian player, and it's probably what this guy is about to do. Interesting positioning though. Scout fight. Fa is quite significantly behind here. Forward archery range, double archery range for the Byzantine player, expecting the archer push from his opponent. Most likely going to go into some archers of his own or some defensive skirmishers. Fa's archery range, I really don't like the placement of it. He knows where his opponent is. He has scouted him, he sees it, he ran into the TC there actually, that's why he lost a lot of his stuff. But as you can see, Exorcist also scouted the space, and his military buildings are more centrally located towards fighting in that direction. Okay, with this wood line, this is a good wall. He's going to secure this pretty safely here, which is his major concern at this point, I think, is his wood lines. But all in all, yep, walls are coming up there for Exorcist as well. And then Fa on the other side, we can see he's going to wall up in this direction. So both players pretty safe right now, both players just going for archers. Would not expect to see a whole lot of action here for the next couple minutes, so we're just going to speed up just ever so slightly. Archery ranges are just being stuck, you know. Get your units, garrison them inside. I expect to see some move out here at some point in time, but I believe that was just a scout taking a hit. Alright. Good numbers of archers here. Blacksmith already down. And we do have a good number of archers on this side as well. We have double range production versus single range production over there. And Villager's going to go ahead and take out that scout, which was a very nice play. So we do have a lot of units on the field. 7 archers for Fa. And now we have 10 for Exorcist. And Exorcist still has his scout, although it be idle right now. It's quite nice for him to have that. The archers are going to do the long walk around, and we'll see where that gets him. But I do like this. Exorcist, he knows what is coming. He's preparing for it quite nicely. Archers of your own is nice. Even a few skirms in the mix wouldn't be too bad here soon. But both players are starting to transition their ecos to have a lot more villagers on food, but still able to produce out of their archery ranges with some wood and gold income. But this is a very nice play. He's walling up behind this, going to play it really safe. Did not see fletching come in yet, but these archers can range here, and they're going to miss. Exorcist notices right away. We do have Fa on his way to Castle Age, as Exorcist resources are getting very close as well. And he's only a little bit behind because he's produced a few more archers, as he has 12 to the 7 here. We do have some for Fa in the archery range, and we do finally see that second range come up as well. So both players on the way to castle. Fa is going to beat him there a little bit, but it's going to be just ever so slightly ahead in that count. So Exorcist might have to wait to take a fight or two here, but he's also going to go ahead and add skirms. So both players playing very solid. Both players going for pretty much the same thing right now. I think I like the Byzantines better in this matchup, just because of their cheap trash units, and you know that we're going to see a lot of archer play come in for the Ethiopian player. So I definitely like it. He went archers at first, so he could get up some good numbers of gold units. Maybe, you know, myself personally would have added a few more skirmishers earlier, but going to archers doesn't affect your food income, so you can get up maybe a little faster that way. But woodline's still concerned. I would expect to see some TCs come down over here for Exorcist. Fa, on the other hand, he's not doing it. He's going crossbow, he's going bodkin, and he's going bowsaw. So he's gonna get all his upgrades. Oh, what is this? This is a very in-your-face Siege Workshop right here. I'm not a big fan of this position of it. I would have preferred it to be back a little bit, but I guess it does give you a solid advantage against this archery range, especially if you are to have a Mangonel out. Maybe a ram. Interesting. We're going to see something come down here in the way of a defensive Siege Workshop. Villager snipe. But both players in Castle Age now. This will go up, even though it may cost some archers here. Still 5 HP here. Siege Workshop would go up, and then he probably won't even walk in there. Probably just back up. Yep. Mangonel coming out for both players here shortly, as Fa will have his ever so slightly faster. Going to be a very interesting forward university position here. Not sure I agree with that one right there. But hey, you want to apply pressure, this is how you apply pressure. Villager counts are fairly the same, 42 to 40, or 43 to 40 now, but only one TC play for, well, both players thus far. Crossbow is in, or no, he went elite skirm. He didn't even go, oh, there comes the crossbows. Thought he didn't go for it there for a second. But he has a good number of crossbows in here with a decent number of skirmishers in here. So he could probably take this fight, wouldn't be much of an issue for him. Mangonels, probably just going to cancel one another out. Almost takes out another villager there. Very well done. And, oh, a very nice attack ground right there. He's going to take that one out. You have a Mangonel already out here. Going to have another one out as well. Walled up very nicely behind this. Still both players 1 TC. May have to create siege. Really affects your TCs going up. Although Fa does have the wood behind this, and he is not producing too many units, but he is getting quite a few archers massed over here now. Few skirmishers in here though, and I like this fight a lot better for Exorcist, as Exorcist, his res is fairly similar, and we do have a big shot. A big shot is what we have. Mangonel for almost killed that Mangonel too. Didn't kill a single unit there, but took quite a few of them down. This Mangonel should fall. not a good shot there. So Exorcist doing quite well, microing with his mangonels. Forward Monastery over here as well. So behind this, Fa's eco still ahead by just a few, which is quite nice for him. He hasn't expanded into his eco at all though. I'd really like to see him do that. As you see Exorcist now also adding his eco as he feels he can defend from this quite nicely. Crossbows are still being produced here, so we are going to see quite a few crossbows in counter to crossbows. Monk come out to try to heal some units. That's a very nice play actually. Don't see that very often, especially for archers. Lots and lots of things going to be coming out. Ballistics also going to be coming in here for the crossbows for Exorcist, which is quite nice. And oh, big shot. Oh, big shot. Hey, Demon Llama, thank you for the follow, man. Alright, so we had one big shot, took out a few units, but mangonel's numbers are still in favor of Fa. If you guys don't know, I don't have it set up as a command yet, but go give Demon Llama a follow. He's putting on a tournament of his own. I'm playing in it, and it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm excited to be a part of it. So go give him a follow along with this series, see how things are going. He's also in need of hitting that 50 followers for affiliate, so go help him out. Mangonel! See the mangonel? Alright, 1 for 1. Very well. Oh, thanks. Can't wait to see. Well, don't count on too much there in the playing department. I've been struggling as of late, but yes, I can't wait to play as well. I really like what you're doing with this map pool. It's kind of crazy map pool. So it's one of the reasons I wanted to play in it. It's going to be very interesting. Oh, okay. Mangonel's not able to come out quite yet. We have Redemption coming in for Exorcist. This could be really big. Redemption, for those of who are not aware, allows you to convert enemy siege and buildings, I believe. Let's double check that tech, because learning opportunity here. And how many of you know all of your monks? Let's see. Redemption. Monks can convert enemy buildings except for town centers, castles, monasteries, farms, fish traps, walls, gates, and wonders. So they can attack and get a bunch of buildings for free. Also, they can get siege workshops as well, which could be very interesting as well. Demon Llama, I too. That's why we see the tech come in. I know the picture, but I need to know what they do. So we stop during the cast and we see big attack ground. Big attack ground. Okay. Archers are moving out now, which really kind of awkwardly makes this position even more difficult for Fa here. Not exactly sure how he's going to handle that one there. We are going to see some stables added behind this, and some knights going to be coming out. But if we're already getting some monk techs here, I think could do just fine. He's got to take this out now. Oh man. There's going to be some big shots. Could be some really big shots coming up. Back at home over here, though, Fa is putting on so much pressure, trying to pressure, making so many units. He is not 2 TC behind this, and Exorcist has finally overtaken him in villager count, and he is just playing defensively, which is what Byzantines do best. Their HP is definitely better. As you see, 1800 HP on this siege workshop, but Byzantine workshop has 2340 already. So definitely a very nice bonus to have these extra HP buildings. You can see in the score, I believe it's just because of military score over here. Not 100% sure. We do have 2 more mangonels here. Oh boy, that was a rough time to put them all out right there. Another good attack ground. Okay, saves it. Not bad. We do have a decent number of enemy knights here. They do have +2/+2. No attack upgrades, which is fine. And the monks are going to go for some conversions. They do end up taking in 1 knight, which was nice. Monk did go down. We are going to see... Oh, we're going to see all of them go down? Yep, all mangonels went down. That was huge. Do you have that enemy monk that was converted has to be taken out. Oh. Oh no! 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 Oh, he killed some of his own units. Oh, it's so bad. Nice split, and now these archers are trapped. I think there's a hole here, I think, but he's going to lose his big massed up army. And yep, very nice quick wall over here. So yeah, both sides, like Demon Llama in chat here is saying, you know, kind of trading off. I think this is way better for Exorcist though. I think he was a little behind in the military numbers. Oh. But now we got all these crossbows going down, and behind this Fa is catching up in some villager production, but he's also shifting really heavily into knights. Did he add a second TC yet? He has not added a second town center yet, so he's still 1 TC. His siege workshop also going down. So yes, big disasters on both sides here. Quite a few idols here. Oh, monk goes down. And we have Exorcist expanding his eco quite nicely, quite comfortably. And yes, these knights have +2, but we'll see if that plays much of an effect. This is a very nice castle position. I like this one a lot, actually. The main area that you're fighting your opponent, and they've been pressuring you, just drop a castle there. I like it. Very good. Gonna shore up the front of his base here. And that's really going to be a nice position for him. I would like to see some pressure on this side from him. Even a few mobile units for Exorcist could do a lot of work here. And with the Byzantines, we could see some cataphracts. We could see any sort of cavalry unit, really. It's going to be very interesting. We do have knights out already, though, so maybe we would just see more archer production or some cheap pikeman production come in for Exorcist. We shall see very shortly how this happens. We do have Fa on his way to Imperial Age. Now, I don't like this play. I think it's far too soon. He is going to be able to mass some knight numbers, maybe get some cavalry out, but he's not going to have a very good eco behind this at only 69 villagers when we have a Castle Age production still coming out. We still have military units being created, and we still have a large army on this side when we have, you know, a decent number of knights here, but not sure that I care much for that. We have 3 monks, 2 monks. Yeah, he is indeed going to go to the cavalry, and yeah, Exorcist just clicks up. He uses the market a little bit for sure because he was nowhere near a minute ago. He is. Ooh, that's a beautiful castle on that hill. Oh, it's beautiful. University gonna go down here. That stable is the one being used. Very good. We are actually gonna have a stable to help out as well. Camels would be really nice here as well for the Byzantine player Exorcist, as camels counter knights quite nicely with extra bonus against knights. And we are seeing a very heavy knight play from the Ethiopian player. And really quickly, in case you guys didn't see it at the beginning, camel riders are 25% cheaper. Ethiopians, they also have camels, but they're not cheaper. And knights and cav line, that's more expensive. So it's going to be a interesting thing to see what happens here. That castle does go up here, does really secure a large portion of that side of the map. As the cav are going to come in here, I think that mangonels will go down here. Not even sure they're going to get a hit on these cavalry here, but nonetheless, I think it's still fine. He loses some mangonels, but gonna get a conversion, 2 conversions in there, and he's got castle fire. He has a large number of crossbows as well. So I think that that's really not a good... Oh, and he garrisons and drops on the other side. Well done, Exorcist. That was a solid play, and we are in fact going to see camels come out. Camels are going to be the unit of choice to go, as we see stables coming up. And Fa is wide open. He's wide open on 2 sides. He does have another town center over here finally. Not sure if I missed that one going up a little earlier, but still, villager count still very much Exorcist lead by 6. Military counts more for Exorcist, although a lot of that is crossbows. And we do have Camel coming out. Probably going to see heavy Camel at this rate since it's Cavalier. Still, oh, is there a hole there? Oh, so lucky. So lucky he saw that hole. I would have never seen this hole. This whole wood line would have been dead. All of these units would be running for their lives. Well spotted there. Camo numbers are starting to mess up. Still a monk here with 3 HP. The lion! Oh, does he get this kill? Low HP. he's getting 1 HP off a piece. That villager just trapped himself. Which is unfortunate, he will lose a villager, but camels should head up. All the camels are taking off some reinforcements with some arbalest, which is fine. And the lion does not get the kill. How sad. Defensive castle again here comes up. I do like this as well. Protect your eco in your walls. Not bad. And, you know, Byzantine castles, 67 and 20 HP. Heavy camel comes in. Got plus the defensive upgrades still need to come in. Stables everywhere coming up. Eco looking very secure. This is yeah, I don't like this castle at all, actually. I don't like this castle at all by Fa, as it's not in a very good position at all. Downhill from what you want to do here, and oh, I hit Gaia. Whoops. Let's see here. We have 4 sea drams over here, which could be proved to be quite devastating. Treb is coming out. Going to see a heavy camel Arab push for the Byzantine player, and on the other side we're going to see cavalry ram play. Could be very interesting. He's also going to add some arbalest behind this as well, as we do see Fa going out to get his eco expanded. Lots of outposts, which are quite nice, and we do spot the castle, and we do know about this, and he could have sniped that trebuchet. Those cav are taking free hits. Oh man, that pathing was brutal. That pathing was brutal. Almost all the cavalry goes down. Emergency cataphract over here, doing quite a bit of damage nonetheless against the ram here. And this castle should stand with all the additional HP. I definitely think that it'll be just fine. Yeah, he is going to get villagers out there to repair since he is seeing more come forward, but oh, these arbalests just walking to their death. Trebuchet doing a good job on this castle. All the rams go down. Expect to see some more trebuchets come forward here soon. More camels and cataphracts. Chemistry also going to be coming in here. Lots of idle villagers for Exorcist on his side right now, but still a few on this side as well for Fa. Nonetheless, I still think Exorcist position was just so much nicer. Do get a stable up here. I guess you're going to try to raid, but there's this giant area of nothing over here. That gold would be nice to see, but camels are going to run in here. Heavy camel and cataphract. Going to go ahead and run in. Going to do some damage. Going to try to get in the eco, as we do have the trebuchets now. Going to go ahead and do some damage over here, which is good. Decent number of arbs here for the Byzantine player. Yes, Ethiopian archers fire faster, but when you are outnumbered, it doesn't really matter. That is a lot of range. Downhill shots, and we're going to see a play against the stables here. Try to kill off some of your opponent's production buildings. I think that is a fine play. This castle will definitely go down as... Is it attacking? Interesting. Wood line here is 50 villagers on one wood line. That's extremely unfortunate to see. He does have a large area of the map under control, as Exorcist does go after this gold. Stables coming up over here, but heavy camel are going to go ahead and find that, as that castle does in fact fall. The arbs and skirms may come over here and try to snipe this. Oh, did Exorcist just not see this? He has not seen all those buildings over there. Just quite unfortunate for him, but all in all, villager count is now in Fall's favor, but the military count is up by a staggering 30 units as we have more and more units being produced every second from both sides. But now Exorcist is going into full skirm production. He feels very comfortable with his current composition of units. He is about to run in here to the eco, and yeah, villagers on the run. There are quite a few arbs there, but there are skirms and arbs here, so I think Exorcist is still in a good position. He's getting a bunch of free shots right now. Monk was in there trying to get the conversion, and yeah, he's just going to take out stables, drop another castle here. Units are being produced on that side, but Exorcist is just in such a solid position now. He played defensively to start and then saw the knight switch and went directly into camels. And yep, there's not much more I think Fa can do here. Trebs will come in and take out this town center here shortly. And the camels, so many camels, are just doing their job. They're just destroying buildings. Actually gonna bring them in here as well. Gonna try to snipe as many villagers out of this town center as possible, I imagine. But oh, is this blocking this? Or he's gonna come try to deal with the trebuchets over here. That makes sense as well, as we have some cataphracts coming out too. Camel cataphract arbalest skirmisher is definitely going to be better against arbalest and knight play. And yep, that one will go down. Castle will stay up. I think this is gonna be interesting. Oh, and it's even light cav. It's not even knights. So light cav will be shredded against these camels. Villagers just going down everywhere. This is the only force of army is here, and we see camels are coming in here as well. Exorcist. Oh, Mangonels get some nice shots, but not going to get another one there. And those arbs are just going to die to all of this. And then I think the GG comes in here very soon. Looking at this, yep. Looking at the score difference, seeing your military die, not being able to push for at least the last 10 minutes or so, constantly running your eco, all of his eco's running right now, which is unfortunate, but it was a really good aggressive play there, but he was just unable to push right here in the front when we had the siege workshops, everything, archers, he wasn't able to actually make the push. I think Exorcist expanded his eco a little bit sooner because he felt comfortable defending, and I think that ultimately helped him turn things around and, well, amass the right composition to kill off his opponent. Either way, GG from both players. Was really well played. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. We'll take a quick look at the statistics here. As you can see, it looks like, yeah, Exorcist just took the lead in most cases. Largest army. I mean, eco was better for Fa, but not on Golden Stone. So, differs a bit here as well. A few more villagers for Fa, but he had far more idols and didn't have quite as many resources being brought in there for a long time because of all the bumping in the corner of the villagers. So, GG from both players. For you guys who are watching this on Twitch, stay tuned. We're going to cast a few more games. For those of you on YouTube, come join us on Twitch sometime, and be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. And we'll catch you guys on the next one.